For more than 110 years, the programs of the Boy Scouts of America have been a leader in youth development. Locally, the Black Swamp Area Council has been here assisting families and scouts along the scouting trail.
The Black Swamp Area Council's affordable programs are conducted by trained individuals and positions all youth to succeed not only today, but through their entire lifetime. Our education and hands-on training programs enrich participants' lives. Our scouting program aligns well with the Leader in Me program that the local schools are using to build today's youth into tomorrow's leaders. With our traditional scouting programs, along with Exploring, our workforce development program, we are creating self-awareness through the fostering of friendships, exploration of new interests and skill sets, development of persistence, self-discipline, self-reliance, independence, and the instilling of ethics, morals, and virtues. Cub Scouting is fun for the whole family. In Scouting, boys and girls start with their best right now selves and grow into their very best future selves. It is fun, hands-on learning and achievement that puts kids in the middle of the action and prepares them for today and for life. Scouts BSA is traditional scouting experience for youth in the 5th grade through high school. Service, community engagement, and leadership development become increasingly important parts of the program as youth lead their own activities and work their way towards Scouting's highest rank, that of the Eagle Scout. The measurable improvements that Scouting creates is qualified through a nationally known advancement and merit badge system, with the Eagle Scout rank being the summation of outstanding achievement over years of participation and service to others. Exploring is connecting youth with vocations and helps guide them towards better future. Exploring provides exciting activities and mentorship for youth looking to discover their future. Giving them a peek into a vocation or a field of study prior to committing to a 4-year education or accepting a job right after high school. For companies and employers, Exploring helps the organization strengthen the community while helping find quality employees. But ultimately, for a young person wanting to uncover the possibilities of your future, Exploring is a great place to start. We are proud to say that our council currently has the largest workforce development exploring program in the state of Ohio. With 1,400 participants locally, the Black Swamp Area Council goal has been for 100 plus years to ensure that youth are prepared for life. This is why Prepared for Life is the Scouting motto. Across the nation, the Boy Scouts of America is the nation's largest and most prominent values-based youth development organization, providing programs for young people that build character. As our mission statement shares, the mission of the Boy Scouts of America is to prepare young people to make ethical and moral choices over their lifetime by instilling them the values of the Scout Oath and Law. Throughout our programming, youth are engaged in many ways to help them become their best possible self. We are more than just a program of camping and tying knots. We are committed to a year-round effort. Sure, we use the outdoors as our classroom, but Scouting at its core has something for everyone. No one sits on the bench in Scouting, and everyone is an active participant growing at their own pace and abilities. Leadership skills, teamwork, character development, personal fitness, personal and financial stability, and becoming a contributing member of the community are just a few of the benefits of our program. Throughout the years, our program has evolved to best help youth grow, from the agricultural and industry-based societies decades ago with lessons on small animal care, farming, and beekeeping, to today's society with robotics, engineering, sustainability, and game design. Scouting is ever evolving all along while contributing with key teachings of first aid, communications, citizenship, personal fitness, personal management, family life, emergency preparedness, and so much more. For nearly 20 years, society has witnessed a growth in STEM. Our programs have continued to have the same impact on youth for decades, and STEM is at the forefront for us. STEM is part of an initiative the Boy Scouts of America has taken on to encourage natural curiosity of youth members and their sense of wonderment about these fields through existing programs. From archery to welding, Scouts can't help but enjoy the wide range of STEM-related activities. To support this initiative and the STEM programs, the BSA has developed the STEM Nova Awards so youth members can have fun while receiving recognitions for their efforts. We are preparing kids for life. With 35 groups in Hancock County for scouting and exploring, we continue to grow the reach of the program. In the city of Findlay, there are several groups connected with local elementary schools where we are delivering programs to youth, many who otherwise would have not been involved if it was not for the school connection. We continue to build relationships with the school district and look to have more in-school programming soon in elementary schools like Jacobs Elementary. The National Council of the Boy Scouts of America, which annually grants an operating charter to the Black Swamp Area Council to operate scouting in our community, is navigating a financial restructuring. The driver of this restructuring is to address historical instances of child sexual abuse that occurred within scouting. 90% of these cases happened prior to 1987, when the BSA initiated our 2 deep leadership requirement. It is said that individuals use scouting to hurt youth, and the efforts of the National Council are being done to ensure that victims of abuse that occurred while within scouting are equitably compensated. The BSA's Youth Protection Program has been classified as a best in class, with many of the elements have been in place for decades. These requirements include mandatory youth protection training of 1 hour and 15 minutes for all BSA staff and volunteers every 2 years, deeming all staff and volunteers as mandated reporters if they suspect child abuse, and a guide for parents to review in the front of each of the Scout handbooks as part of their child annual rank advancements. The funding structure of the BSA is that the National Council is actually one of the local council's largest vendors, who we pay for services that are provided to the local council, in addition to the membership fees that our scouts and volunteers pay to be members of the BSA. Some of these services include program content development, general liability insurance, employee benefits program, professional staff development, software platforms for membership management, fundraising, and accounting. Funds from our local United Way are specifically used to ensure that the program is delivered to our local youth and stay local. With the COVID-19 virus, we have been forced to adapt, and that is why scouting teaches us. Early this year, we were faced with a changed world and quickly adapted our operations and delivery of programming. Our agency team at the council has maintained a busy working schedule during this pandemic. We were prepared as an agency, and when the stay-at-home orders were issued, we continued to provide service remotely, such as each of our staff members were able to work from home on their work laptops and existing platforms which we already had in place. Be prepared. Extra care and effort went into opening camp this summer and keeping scouting going with the limits on gatherings. We had almost 200 scouts attend our Cyber Swamp camp, which was delivered virtually online. These youth worked on 875 merit badges. I was incredibly proud of our summer camp staff and their efforts to create a camp atmosphere even while being on Zoom. This online initiative was followed with nearly 70 scouts participating in in-person camps as mini-sessions where groups of 10 spent time together working on scouting advancement, camp activities, and enjoying the outdoors, while playing a vital role while continuing scouting. One of the amazing factors is that several months while we were under the stay-at-home orders, there had been 28 scouts become Eagle Scouts by having their boards review via Zoom and Google Meets. We also rolled out online safety tools called the Cyber Chip Badge, not only for scouts, but for all youth in their community. This is a great community resource since our kids are unfortunately spending much more time online. The council also secured for our PACs and troops the full Google suite of tools, including the professional version of Google Meets and Google Classrooms for unit-level activity at no charge to the individual units. Our staff did an amazing job with local leaders by producing 30 virtual scout meetings for our younger Cub Scouts to use as at-home den meetings. And we continue to work on the scouting adventures and advancements. As a backup for in-person meetings, this fall we joined up with several Boy Scout councils across the country to build an online library of virtual meetings for our Cub Scouts. We worked on 2 of these adventure badges by participating with the Mazda Museum at the University of Findlay and the Athletic Department at Tiffin University. The final products turned out amazing, and now they are great resources for our younger age scouts, both locally and across the country. The biggest challenges are kindergarten, first, second, and third grade Cub Scouts, doing virtual meetings for them. Next thing you know, the iPad is in front of a dinosaur eating a Lego during that meeting. So we're trying to create resources for our scout families and our den leaders so they can provide programming. We also move forward with other several planned events. Many were online, like our Exploring Recognition event for our Workforce Development Program and for our Eagle Scout Recognition Banquet. We continue to monitor the pandemic and working with county health officials for guidance to keep all scouting possible and safe. The virus has played a significant role in our finances this year. Even with the successful maintenance of programs, revenue generation has greatly been impacted. Thanks to a PPP loan, we have received great asset in maintaining our foundation so we can ensure there's no interruption as programming as our groups are re-emerging from the outside to the outside. We have had a 17% decline in our larger council special event fundraisers, and our annual popcorn sale is forecasted to be quite a bit short of goal this year. The popcorn sale accounts for nearly 20% of our annual operating budget. Because of the pandemic, it was down 87% at the midpoint of the sale. Our programming foundation is strong. Our program is a membership movement, and we not only look to connect with the youth, but to recruit the local families into scouting. Our community service is unmatched. From the unit level projects to Eagle Scout projects, our youth and families and adult leaders are giving back. According to the state of Ohio, nearly $31,000 worth of community service has already been given back, with more than 1,260 hours already in 2020. Even in a pandemic, many businesses today put great emphasis on strategic plans because they work and help build a business. Did you know that an Eagle Scout project is a strategic plan? From development to implementation to completion, the follow-up, our program is shaping leaders for a better tomorrow.
What benefits does scouting and/or exploring have for our youth? When asked this question, I point to the Scout Law, which has 12 points representing 12 values. A scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. These values are the foundation of character that is built through scouting and which serves a scout for the rest of their lives. Since 1910, scouting has helped mold the future leaders of this community by combining educational activities and lifelong values with fun. Scouting develops qualities such as problem solving, teamwork, self-reliance, accountability, and leadership in our youth. Scouting helps put our youth on a path towards a more conscientious, responsible, and productive community. If that is not important for the community, I don't know what is.
The benefits of scouting and exploring for our youth are in building good citizens for our communities, developing leadership and outdoor skills, and providing opportunities to work in teams, all valuable skills for success in a rapidly changing environment. Exploring adds the experience of working with professionals and other young people in occupational areas of interest, providing an opportunity to see firsthand what's involved and interact with those serving in that particular occupation or skill, thus providing the chance to test the waters or just learn new skills. I believe scouting and exploring are essential building blocks for the building of our communities. The training, skill development, character, and citizenship are critical to enhancing our communities, in developing pride and leadership abilities, and providing interaction with current community leaders. As taken right from the Scout Handbook, by understanding and agreeing to live by the Scout Oath, law, motto, and slogan and outdoor code, we encourage and train young people to be better people, more involved as citizens, and better leaders. All this builds strong communities, better states, and a strong country.
Our Scout Oath is, on my honor, I will do my best to do my duty, to guide my country, and to obey the Scout Law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
These words are taught from day one and remain with all of our scouts regardless of their time in scouting. The Scout Law is a Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. These 12 points of the Scout Law are meaningful, not only words, but statements each of our Scouts grow to know deeper meaning and know that these words and their words of the Scout Oath will carry with them throughout their entire life in both good and bad times. Our programs are helping kids grow better, and we are honored to be serving the community in their effort. Thank you for what you do as a United Way volunteer. Your support enables the Council to spend more time on program delivery and less on fund development. Your support makes a difference in the youth that we serve.